So we are one day closer to this next severe threat. And as we get closer and closer, we're going to get more and more information. But at the moment, it looks like the Monday, Tuesday time frame is the only thing we know anything about at the moment. Seems like more of a Arquitects and Oklahoma, Red River area for the severe threat. But right now, we only have our categorical outlook. So, slight risk in parts of Texas, Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana, and Oklahoma. But we move into day 4 through 8. Let's go to day 4, where we have a 30% chance of severe thunderstorms in parts of Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, and 15% chance across Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, and Texas. Day 5 moves a bit further east, where we have a 15% chance of severe thunderstorms across parts of Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Illinois, the entire state of Missouri, at least 15%, Kansas, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. 30% chance of severe thunderstorms in parts of Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Mississippi. Then day 6, 7, and 8, we do not have any probabilities yet. I do expect that to change in the next 24 hours. As it does seem like this day 6 here, Thursday into Friday, we could see severe weather. But with this current severe threat that we're going to be talking about over the next few days, we talked about the winter weather yesterday. I'll link that video in the cards above, as this storm does not look like it's going to be named Winter Storm Rachel, but instead we are focusing on this severe threat. And as this low pressure strengthens throughout the day on Wednesday, we are going to start to see, even though this severe threat starts on Monday, we see a little bit of severe weather right in here. But the main one that we're talking about is Wednesday. So Wednesday, we start up with all the severe weather from Iowa down to Texas and Louisiana. Sporadic areas and possibly multiple lines of thunderstorms. As you can see, the strength of this cold front is extreme. You can see usually on the ISO bars here, you can see a little dip where there's a front. So the cold front you can see is right in here, and the warm front is right in here. So a lot of moisture ahead of that warm front, a lot of thunderstorms along that cold front, and some more moisture in between. Now, that severe threat continues from the Twin Cities down to New Orleans, so the entire Mississippi River Valley is at risk for severe weather, and then that line of thunderstorms continues to move through as this low pressure continues to strengthen, 977 millibars. Now, this line of thunderstorms is not as strong, but could still see maybe some small hail, strong winds in some areas such as Detroit, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Louisville. Then down into areas like Atlanta, Birmingham, Pensacola, down into New Orleans, and eventually into the Northeast as this low pressure system starts to weaken off. But we could see some thunderstorms in areas around Philadelphia and New York and DC, Baltimore. So really, the entire eastern part of the U.S. could be under the gun with this severe threat. So I think the prime area for this is going to be, I know that when naming states, people call this MIML, but Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, Louisiana, those states primarily, I think, are going to be in the worst case scenario for this severe threat potentially. And throughout all of those, if you are going throughout your normal day, Wednesday, Thursday, just be aware there could be tornadoes as well as hail, strong winds, all of the above throughout the day. And then afterwards, some of the areas that got hit by severe weather may get some wraparound snow and maybe plenty of it. So definitely one of the stronger mid to late April storms I've seen in a very long time. I think we had a couple of these types of systems 2 years ago. We also had Winter Storm Xylia last year that was relatively strong. But this is going to just start off strong and just get stronger. And that makes this very dangerous, especially for the compounding impacts of a blizzard and severe thunderstorms on potentially back-to-back days there in the Twin Cities. So it's even within hours. It looks like right here, the potential for severe thunderstorms. This is at 7 p.m. Central Time on Wednesday, and then 6 hours later, you're starting to switch over to strong snow and wind. This is around 1 a.m. Central Time, and by this is right around 7 a.m. Central Time, you're right in the thick of a potential blizzard. Even though the snow won't be as strong as other areas, you're right next to that 977 millibar low pressure system that could be just bringing in cold air, wind, and strong snow. So it really seems like it's going to be a very dynamic system for the entirety of the central U.S., and that will make this a doozy to cover. But stay here for any updates on this spring system throughout the entire week as it continues to move through the nation. So subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of those coming updates. But that is all the information that I have for today. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.